welcome back to our distance learning classroom. Today we are going to go over another irregular rectangular prism problem. I added it to the board. As we go through this, make sure you take some time to write down the problem, take some notes, because again, this is very similar to your practice problems, and we're going to continue to work on this skill until we become proficient at it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to cut my irregular prism so that I have two different rectangular prisms. And I added the line right here. So now I can label my two prisms as prism A and prism B. Now that I've done that, I'm going to find the volume for both A and B. So let's start with A. In prism A, I know I have 8 times 5, but I'm not quite sure what this is yet. So I'm going to have to use my knowledge of rectangles to try and figure out what the length is of this line. I know that whatever it is, it's also equal to this. However, I don't know what this one is, so I have to keep going. If this is one, then I know that that has to be equal. And if this one has to be equal, so does this one back here. And then finally, I get a matching length side of 2. So this 2 helps me all the way over here to figure out that this missing unit is 2. So for prism A, I have 8 times 5 times 2. I'm going to solve for the volume. 5 times 2 is 10, and then 10 times 8 is 80, and since we're doing volume, it's cubic units. So now I'm going to move on to prism B. For prism B, I have 3 times 2. However, this entire line is worth 10. So I have to use my knowledge of whatever else I see going on here to help me figure out just what this is here. So I need to figure out what this piece is or what this piece is. I don't see any helpful numbers here, so I'm going to go to the other side. I see a 5 here, and I know that opposite sides are equals in rectangle. So if this is a 5, this is also going to be a 5. Then I can figure it out. 5 plus what equals 10? We have another 5. So now I have all 3 dimensions that I need to find the volume. So 3 times 2 is 6. 6 times 5 is 30 cubic units. Now that I have the volume for both A and B, I can move on to the final step, which is to add those two volumes together. So I have 80 cubic units plus 30 cubic units. That's going to get me 110 cubic units for the volume of my irregular rectangular prism. Hopefully these videos are helping you. Remember, you can always reach out to me if you are still struggling or if you have any specific questions. I'm here for you. Good luck on your practice problems today. Bye.